the Olympic pools have been determined both for the men's and the women's side. And yeah, we really wanted to get somebody to talk about and react to this. So, who better than the head coach of the Canadian senior women's team, Victor Lapeña, joining us on the program? Victor, thanks for taking the time.
Thank you very much for having me here. It's a pleasure. Thank you.
So we got to ask you your initial reactions to being drawn into a pool with Nigeria, with Australia, with France. Again, for context, not that FIBA rankings are everything, but they do give you an idea. Nigeria is the 12th ranked team in the world. Australia is the third. France is seventh, and Canada is fifth. Your reaction, Coach?
Uh, First of all, I would like to say that we are very happy to be in Olympics, and there will be the best 12 teams in the world. So this is my first house, So then I think everybody's tough at the Olympics. We have to compete again. Like we build on our momentum from the World Cup. I think it's with how we are changing the generation here in Canada, how these young players are competing and mixing with other players with experience like Natalie Chowa or Kian Urs, Rhea Carleton. I think we are building a great team, great atmosphere. And my feeling is like we are able to compete against everyone in the world. So our first reaction was just to sound nervous. We are waiting for this moment after our last qualification. So if we work really, really hard from now to the Olympics, I think the team will be in a very good position to get our goal. Our goal should be to play the quarterfinals and then dare to dream. Why not to play semifinals after I don't know how many years ago, but I don't want to think about it.
Okay, so Coach, I want to go back to that Olympic qualifying tournament where it came down to a tough one there, watching Spain come back against Hungary. You, of course, have lots of roots in the Spanish organization there. What was that experience like for you, not controlling your own outcome and having to root for Spain to kind of help you guys out there?
Oh man, it was like a roller coaster. It's I didn't want to watch the game. I was with very good friends with Mike Bartlett, our president and CEO, with Denise in our GM, and with Mal Davison, our on the podium person. So I was very, very sad because we got that moment with a very serious problems. First of all, the key injuries. The key injury was terrible for us in the first day during the camp. Some players, NCAA players, were not able to be with us. We have some people not playing at the highest level. So our performance was not good at the moment. But anyway, we compete. We beat the host, and we compete amazing against Spain and Japan. Maybe just with Kian Urs, I think we have the option to finish in the first position, but this is what it is. It's part of basketball. It's part of a sport. So during the game, yes, I received some message, at the halftime. Oh, Spain is losing by 22. And then, it was the key for me because I know how the Spanish players are, and even the message from their federation, from the Spanish Federation, hey, we are Spain. This is not serious. We have to come back to the game and to win. And I think I have information from my people there, assistant coach or something. And I think they talk each other. They back to the game, and then the Spanish players' experience did the rest. So once this game finished, I almost start to cry and to a lot of emotions in my heart, in my mind, because I think Canada deserves to be there. I think what we are doing in our program is amazing. So we are in the best 12 teams in the world, and let's enjoy it again.
I think first off, Canada, yeah, definitely owes Spain a favor because the men's also kind of qualified courtesy of the Spanish side as well. Of course, that one Canada directly defeating Spain to qualify in last year's World Cup. I think it's not lost on me the fact that Canada's program is now being led by two Spanish coaches, right? You, Victor, and also with Jordi Fernandez on the men's side as well. in your conversations with the CEO, with Mike Bartlett, with Rowan, people like that, what is it about the Spanish program that Canada really wanted to bring and emulate those facets?
Um, I don't know. It's from the Spanish program. Uh, it's more from uh, how we build in Spain during a lot of years. I mean, I remember my first time in the Spanish Federation was in 2007. I was in this organization during 10 years. And how we build the competitiveness of the players, especially, because physically or in terms of bodies, I think Canada and another country like France are much better than Spain. But then to transmit to the players and to give to the players the experience they need from their young, in terms of exhibition games, how to compete any game, how to be able to win games in the start of the game, etc., etc. I think Spain is one of the best teams in the world. So I think we are pretty good in that. And what I did here just was to analyze everything, to try to adjust myself to the Canadian culture, and then to transmit to the program that we have to give to the kids all the experience they need to compete, because it's very difficult in Canada to get exhibition games. If you compare a kid with 14 years old or 13 years old with European kids, when they become senior athletes, maybe the European players played minimum, let's say, 40 games, and the Canadian player played 12, 15. This is the great difference. So I'm encouraged our federation and encouraged with our organization to continue working with the kids from they are very young, to transmit the style of play from the senior team to the junior academy with adjustment, for sure with adjustment we need to for that, and then to give them the experience they need to become a great players and very competitive players. And maybe one day if we continue working in this way, I think one day Canada will be able to compete even against USA and to beat them.
Well, that'd be the. I mean, hey, beat him in a bronze medal game on the men's side this time in the World Cup. So we're getting there.
Yeah.
This is not exactly related to that, but I'm curious. What is your relationship like with Jordi Fernandez, the coach of the men's team? Did you guys have a relationship before? Has that relationship picked up since he got the job as well?
No. Actually, I had the opportunity to be with Jordi in some moments. Yes, talking with him a little bit, but we didn't have connection because he is involved in NBA and American basketball a lot of time ago, and I'm in women basketball, so we didn't have a great relationship from years ago, but we are building that here. So in the moment when Mike Bartlett transmitted the idea to hire Jordi for this organization, I was very happy, and because everybody respect Jordi in Spain, I think he represent for Spanish coaches what you have to do to become a great coach in America. In North America, you know how difficult it is for a European coach to become head coach or coaching in America, North America. So he built his own pathway. We respect Jordi a lot. And then when I knew that Jordi was selected to become head coach of Canada, I was super, super happy. And I said to my Bartlett, wow, I think it's a great choice for us. And hey, bronze medal, just in the first time. So
Yeah.
I'm very happy for him and for the men team and the men program, because they are doing a great job.
Yeah. Well, I want to ask about your team and your program as well. So we did see the qualifying tournament, and as you mentioned, a couple of different circumstances came up. I feel like, at least for us watching the strength of your team, I thought your front court played really well. Thought Natalie Kayla, they really provided really strong efforts. Where do you assess the strengths and weaknesses, at least of your roster, at least heading into this upcoming summer?
No, I think will be different. Will be different. Yes, because we'll have more time to be together.
Okay.
Uh, because I hope some players that were not able to be with us, like Ali Edwards or Cassandra Prosper, she was injured at that time. They will be with us. Then at that moment, we had Natalia Chowa, Nauro Fels, Shea Colley, and Leticia Mihayer and Kia Nurs without competition. It's going to be very different now.
Right.
The three WNBA players, and maybe four if Aliyah make the draft, and then the rest of the players in competition and with almost 1 month to prepare the team as best as possible with some exhibition games. So I think will be very, very different in terms of preparation, people healthy, I hope not injuries, and for sure to build the culture and the relationship between players and between staff and athletes. So the group is not easy, for sure. Australia is the best team in Oceania. The last World Cup they play Mason, they finished in the third position. And France is the host. And for sure, Nigeria is a good team too. Yeah, they are building from the team from years ago. But I trust in my players. I don't know. Since I came here, the heart of the character of the team impressed me. Canadian players have something that give me a lot of energy, very good energy, So I will, what I want is to do my best, to be the best coach for them, and to make the right decisions to get the Olympics and to play again a beautiful basketball like we did in the World Cup.
When it comes to making those decisions, you named a number of players with some good experience there. Some of them still on the young side coming out of the NCAA. Silas Swords was with you guys in the qualifiers. When you look ahead and when you look back at that and look ahead, for someone as young as her to get that experience with the senior team so early, how important can that be for her and for you guys as you continue to build for future years as well?
Look, for me, it will be very easy to increase the list of the young players. Very easy. You and you and you and you. And then maybe you don't play just maybe a couple of minutes during the exhibition games. But this is not my style. If I introduce a young player like a Silas Swords in the roster, it's because I want to give her the experience she needs to grow as a player, as a person, as an athlete. So then it will impact in the program. Because if she is in the roster and then she doesn't play or she doesn't get the experience she needs, like in the window, she played in some moments, even I remember, I think it was a Spanish game, we were like a 7 or 10 points down, and with Sila on the court, we're back to the game. We're back to the game. So this is the kind of experience I would like to give them. I don't know if it's possible to give this kind of experience to all of them. I think we have to do this progressive, gradually. And then if we look for the future, the future is bright future. And then we are working really hard with our junior academy kids with 13, 14 years old. And the bodies we have here, the leads we have here is, I never saw that in Spain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if we do the right steps, Canada basketball future is amazing. Then we are working in the right style of play, to coach, to teach coaches, to analyze what is the right steps without to think that we are going to get everything this summer. No, hey, it's a tough group. Let's do our best. Let's play quarterfinals. And then, why not, like last time in the World Cup? If we play the semifinal, we have option. But don't press ourselves. We are in the best 12 teams in the world. And I think it's important to enjoy this opportunity.
For sure. Well, Coach, we're very much looking forward to watching, following along with the team. And of course, Canada's in your hands. So no big pressure, But thank you so much,
No,
Victor. Yeah.
thank you. Appreciate this opportunity. Thank you very much.